afternoon, Brian. Susan Manning
Good
with the
afternoon.
Kansas City zone. I appreciate you giving me the time to be able to go over with you the highlights of Service Workbench and also including your parts and service managers, because it really is important for all of us to have a good understanding of what the process is. Service Workbench is a great sales tool for the service and parts operation as a process to actually help generate additional sales. But also it's a great tool to help increase our customer retention. There's no charge to get engaged with Service Workbench, but there is a strong commitment on your management team to make sure that it works. There's 3 different elements to Service Workbench. First is a consultant dashboard, which really is the IVH replacement, but also we have customer pay information on when that vehicle was at any GM store within the United States. That's the only place you can find that information is in the consultant dashboard. Secondly is electronic multi-point inspection process. It's using your paper copy basically, but inputting that information into your computer system. So the advantage of that is the next time that customer comes into your service drive is automatically going to be pulling up the results of the last time that they were in, talking about, or the advisor can use that to talk about any yellow or red conditions that happened at the last time that they were in. If there are any declined areas that they had on the last time that they had come in, CSSR will do a follow-up with those customers. We've been having great results with that and getting about 30% of those customers back into our shops again and doing those services. And lastly is the electronic menu, and it's divided up into 2 sections. The first is factory required maintenance services, and the second part is the dealership recommended services. And as you can see here, it's already priced out, and we use the prices that you would like to put in that menu. There is a commitment to the success of Workbench, and so you just need to be aware of what needs to happen before. You need to make sure that we have plenty of computers in the shop, and ideally we're looking at least 1 computer for every 2 technicians. Also, we need to have a strong Wi-Fi connection, but we also need that anyway with the programming that we're currently doing with our vehicles. You need to have a color printer so we can print off those inspections and also the menus so the advisors can go over that with the customers. And also it's a great takeaway that the customer can take home with them and then look at it at their leisure also. And also as you get more and more used to the whole process, we also would recommend getting iPads so we can get those advisors away from being tied to a desk and out into the service drive working with the customers and getting them involved with the process also. And also we need to do some family pricing of certain parts for those fast-moving maintenance parts so we can use that to develop the electronic menu and be competitive in the market. This is just an example of what the iPad app would look like. On the left-hand side is what we have for the dashboard, and the right-hand side is what the menu would look like. Service Workbench is a great report generator also. So as you can see here, it is very measurable and consistent. Really, you should expect a minimum of 0.3 flat rate hours per RO increase by using Workbench. Also, as you see from this report, you can easily drill down with this report, to find out what exactly got sold from each RO. Also, what is the results of each advisor and each technician, so we can set goals for them and expectations, exactly what we're expecting from them using the Service Workbench. This is another report we have. It's kind of used as a guide for the advisor to make sure that they're using the inspection process, also knowing that they have something to sell after the technician has completed the inspection, and also making sure that they do all of the menus. But the one thing that the management also can do is make sure that the technicians and advisors on a daily basis are actually keeping up with Service Workbench and keeping them focused. Here is exactly what you can expect from Service Workbench. All of these areas are what you can expect, and bottom line, it will help drive your profitability and productivity within your shop. All we need is a simple commitment for you to be engaged in Service Workbench. Do I have your commitment?
Sounds good. Where can I sign, Susan?
Thanks a lot, Brian.